Welcome back, 12:24 on your Monday. Lisa Briggs is here answering some of our questions.
Hello.
What'd you bring with you today? This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is a campanula. It's also called bellflower, and could be a perennial in your yard if it's sited properly. But we have several sort of as blooming houseplants, but are really perennial flowers in the garden center now. 'Tis the season. Everybody's getting more and more impatient, and the weather is not helping the impatience factor.
We got a lot of people asking us about that specifically. Okay. Starting off with Jim from Mineral Point, who asked, with the weather like it is right now, can I still trim my lilac bushes?
So you can trim lilacs anytime, Jim, but what you're gonna do is, if you're trimming now, you're trimming off flowers, because lilacs set their flower buds pretty soon after they flower, so last summer. And if you trim them now, you're cutting those off. So if you can wait until after flowering, that's the best time to prune them. But if you need to now, it won't hurt the plant.
Okay. Another weather-related question. Lorraine from Dane County asking, how soon can a person in our area plant seeds for root plants? So things like carrots, beets, potatoes.
Okay, so rooting plants, carrots, radishes, that kind of thing, rutabaga, those are best done direct sowed. So really you want to wait a little bit until the weather is more reliable. Potatoes, however, are in the family of tomatoes and peppers, eggplant. So even though they're a root crop, they are a warm weather plant. So you're not going to be planting that kind of stuff. I would say, depending on what the weather's doing, end of April, maybe mid-May. The last frost date here in the Dane County area is between the 10th and 15th of May, so we have some time to go.
Okay, so it seems like overall you got to be patient with this kind of weather right now, right?
I think that if you have like some raised beds, so your soil is warm, you could probably go ahead and try like radishes or peas, a lot of the leafy crops like lettuces and spinach, and see what happens. You start those from seed. You're not out a great deal of investment. Seed packets, you know, range between $3 and $5 a pack. So that would be kind of a fun thing to do, and you could get some fresh greens or some snappy radishes, get your peas a head start. But most other things you're going to want to wait on. Okay. Just because we just don't know what's going to happen.
Must be tough for people trying to navigate.
I'm trying to decide we've decided this morning that the word unpatient seems more aggressive than impatient, but I think we're getting on the border of unpatient.
Makes sense. We have another question from Katie from Madison, who says she's got a pitcher plant, and she was wondering if she had any tips on caring for it.
So pitcher plants are a carnivorous plant. They're a lot like Venus flytrap. They're actually native to Wisconsin, and they like boggy situations. So you want to keep them pretty evenly moist and in a place where, you know, some people kind of feed them burger and that kind of thing, but they really don't need to be fed that often. So you could just rely on if you've got some, you know, fungus gnats or something like that in your house plants, they'll help take care of that.
Okay. One more question I think we have time for here. We have Russ, who's from Wanakee, who said that he's got some leftover spring bulbs he couldn't get planted in time in the fall, and he's storing them in his cold, dry garage right now. Can he plant them later this year, or are they goners?
It depends on what the shape is like, Russ, so give them a little squeeze. If they are dried out, throw them away. If they're getting mushy, throw them away. Otherwise, in your cold garage has given them a good chill period. I would, if they're in good shape, I would put them in some pots with some good potting soil and let them start to root instead of putting them directly into the ground when the ground is good.
And of course, anyone with questions
You can email us at plantdesk@brucecompany.com. We'd be happy to answer all your questions.
Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you.